Okay, Randy, let's take a look at your drive. Now we're going to look at your swing in a few of the key positions and compare it to Grant Waite, PGA Tour player. Tiger Woods says that he believes Grant Waite has one of the best swings in golf. This is the one position. I really like your setup. It's you have a nice extension in your left arm. That's very good. Good extension in both arms, actually. Good athletic stance, good wide stance. You've got a little bit more weight on your left side than you do your right side, just like Grant does. This is a very good setup here. Taking you to the top of the swing, the fourth position. As we look at Grant Waite, he's kept his left arm fairly straight. You have let that bend a little bit. You do have a really good angle in your right arm and wrist. You have a nice right angle there, just like Grant does. That's good. If you look at your shift, you have moved a little more to the right than Grant has. Grant has kind of maintained his weight on his left side. He doesn't rock to the right. You kind of rock to the right just a little bit. You want to kind of stay more centered, kind of stay in the barrel as Jack Nicklaus talked about it, just kind of rotate in a barrel and not lean so much to the right in your backswing. Here we are at impact. I like the fact that you're moving off of that back leg just like Grant is. You're moving to the target. You've got more weight now on your left leg than the right. Grant has this spine tilted a little bit, and so do you. Not quite as much as Grant, but pretty good. The key difference is this left arm. Grant has that a little bit straighter, but that's not too bad. As we go to the eighth position, this is right after impact. You can see how Grant has maintained good extension in both arms. He tries to keep his elbows close to each other. You've let that left arm, we call that chicken winging, where that left, it's fairly common. So what you're doing here is pretty normal, fairly common amongst recreational golfers. This is Grant Waite in the ninth position. This is when the right arm is parallel to the ground. You can see how extended his arm is. You're making a pretty good move here. That's not bad at all. You'll notice that Grant has his white glove underneath his right hand. His wrists are crisscrossed. Elbows very close together. And your white glove is above the right hand. And so you would need to learn how to extend and roll those arms over a little bit into a crisscross position. There's some easy drills that I could show you to how to do that, so that you have a constant extension, a constant radius in your golf circle. That'll make it much easier to hit with more power and more consistency. Here you are at the finish of the swing. You've got a really good finish here. I like the fact that you're standing up tall. Your right arm is folding at the elbow here. You're looking over your right arm at the target, just like Grant is. He's got his right arm here. Your arm is there. He's folding his arm. You're folding your arm. Standing up tall. That looks good. Obviously, Grant is a pro. No one is expecting recreational golfers to look like pros, but you've got a lot of good fundamentals in your golf swing. If we added just a few more, you'll hit the ball a little bit better. One of the keys to improving your swing is to make sure that you work on the correct fundamental that you're missing. In other words, if there were 100 fundamentals in a golf swing, and your swing had 60 of those good fundamentals, but you were missing 40 fundamentals, it's not enough to simply work on any of the 40 that you're missing. What's important is to identify the 61st fundamental that you should work on. What is the next best fundamental that we could add to the fundamentals you already have that will give you the greatest gain? And as I look at your swing, and I've mentioned it several times in this swing report, the importance of that left arm extension. What I've done here with these two side-by-side pictures, on the right here, I've got you in the setup. If we were to look at the 10 golf positions and compare your 10 to Grant Way, the one that is the most pro-like is your setup. You really do set up in a very good, solid, athletic position. If I sent this picture on the right to 100 teachers and I said, what kind of scores does this golfer hit or shoot? Believe me, there were many of those teachers. The majority of them would all say that this guy's a good player. He's got a good setup. There's no reason from this picture to assume he can't hit the ball with some really good fundamentals. You've got an excellent fundamental. You've got a good starting point. This left arm is sitting on top of your chest at this point. The picture on the left is your position at impact. And so what we need to do is learn how to get back to impact with this same position here. Instead of letting this left arm and elbow drift out, we need to have those arms, both arms, because you have this arm on top of your pectoral muscles, and in the impact position they both have slid over to the sides. So you certainly have the ability to get back into a hitting zone here in the hitting position with this powerful position you've set up here. So once you learn how to create your swing but maintain this arm position on top of your chest, and then also learn how to release your hands properly so that white glove is underneath the other hand, how to turn that over, you will get a lot more club head speed and more consistency.